Guys, in this video, I'm breaking down our current giveaway, OB28, this 2022 5500 Chevy. It comes with a custom CM truck body, a Miller welder, and onboard air. And I'm gonna show you a demo of the welding. I'm gonna show you everything about the truck and why you should get entered to win it. So check it out. Mitch, throw the B-roll. Let's show the people how freaking crazy and huge this giveaway is. Let's go. Obviously, a 5500 is the biggest truck we've ever given away to date. We've done a couple 450s. We've never done a 5500. A 5500 is commercial class. This is a commercial truck. The coolest thing, not the coolest thing, but I just love this about the truck is you pop this lever over here. Stay, Mitch, stay here, go ahead. Hold on. You pop this lever right there. And now you grab the top of the hood like a man's truck. You grab this thing, you rip it open. There it is, clamshell hood. Now you can see the L5P motor and the access points to it to make sure your team and your crew can run efficiently and reliably. You have all your brake fluid, you have your power steering fluid, you can check your lines, you can check your fan, you can change your alternator if you need to, you can check your oil. Super convenient. It's really easy to access. It flips right open. So, and actually while the hood's open, I'm gonna talk about the suspension a little bit. So if you come down here, Mitch, what you got up front, you got some leaf springs. It definitely rides a little more rough than a normal pickup truck that has a coil set up at the front. Now, underneath and holding up that leaf springs is, what do we got here, Mitchell? What's this? That is a 41-inch tire on the custom DBL two-piece military grade wheels and then the Continental military tires. So 41-inch wheel tire setup here, it's freaking crazy. This thing is massive. Like OB26 was on 44s, but it was a stock height truck basically. This is just like I'm 5'9", I'm under the mirror. Crazy, bro. And I want to show you guys something too. So if you ever have one of these trucks or you win this truck, how do you close the hood? If you don't flip this up, it's a little safety, what happens is the hood bounces off of it for a good reason so it doesn't crush or kill somebody that probably weighs a good 60, 80 pounds. Flip the safety over, poop, and you're ready to close. And simply just slide the hood down, boom, and hook the hood back up on this nice little clasp here. Boom, cinch it down, and you're good to go. Front end of the truck, as you can see, there was a bumper spacer on there to accommodate the 41s. We have LEDs in the headlights and LEDs in the fog lights. Past that, truck stock. There's no paint matching, there's no DPF delete, there's nothing going on. So stock truck, DBL conversion kit, 41s in the front. You obviously have your 4-door crew cab right here. From here forward is a stock vehicle. Like this is a cabin chassis vehicle. So we did nothing but throw a flag in front of it, which looks kind of cool, threw our name on the side of it. So now I'm gonna show you the interior of the 5500. It's not super impressive, but for the truck size and what it's supposed to be, kind of cool. Let's check it out. Okay, so here's the inside of the 2022 Chevy 5500. Obviously, if you can tell, if you know anything about the newer Chevy interiors, this is a little outdated. There's really not much to talk about. It's gonna be very quick in here. Very base infotainment. It does have a radio, so like I'm used to trucks that are this commercial that don't have radios or that are really shitty, and this one actually works pretty well. So radio bumps pretty good. You have Bluetooth, you have AC. There's these little I don't know, customizers on here, but your AC basically just, you know, you have basically a basic AC control. There's not dual climate, single climate, you know, cool, heat, very simple, you know, very simple. You do have rear lights, so that like your third brake light can give you a little bit of light traction control. Obviously, you have an exhaust brake, which is very cool. Right here is your PTO. If you had a dump body, you click your PTO, puts the high idle, gets the hydraulic pressure rolling, and there you go. Pretty cool. Auxiliary 1, 2, and 3. You can hook that up to whatever you want on the truck. Light bars, well, you name it. Pretty cool. You have door lights right there, on, off. So if you open the door, the lights will pop open, or you can turn that function off and nothing will pop open ever. So you can turn your passenger airbag off. On the sun visors, there's no mirror, which is surprising to me. They wouldn't just pull us out, but you know, work truck, I guess. Sunglasses up here, which is cool. And then you have your storage for your napkins or whatever you want to put in their tools. And then you have your cargo for your glove box and everything. Over here, we have trailer brake controls. Obviously, you can move your trailer brake from there. You have your gain that's adjusted right from this button that goes into that screen. And and 4-wheel drive, high, low, and there's no locker on this. And then you can adjust the brightness of the interior. What's really cool, which I mean, I think is cool considering this is a work truck, most trucks don't have automatic lights. This has that, so it's super convenient when you're driving around and turn the lights on. It's automatic, which you wouldn't think is a big deal, but having that is a nice luxury. Has automatic down on all four, which is nice. And the rears are manual to go up. Passengers manual to go up, and the driver's automatic to go up, which is cool. And you know what, one last thing, you guys freaking love it. Boom, old school. And if you open this up, obviously you have your nice storage. There's the cache for the videos, and you have a back seat. Nice, huge crew cab truck. You can see all the room back there. Super sweet, basic cloth interior. This truck does have, well, I bought it with 12,000, has 13,000 miles on it now. Past that though, very, very basic interior, no complaints. It's a nice work truck. Like for a work truck, dude, you kind of can't really beat it. Also has rubber floors, so you can just spray this thing out with power washer, whatever you need to. Big step to get down. Boom, here you are, and ready to rip. So before I get in like every single piece of equipment that's on this bed or what we're doing with it or why it's here, I want to talk about the bed itself. So this is a CM truck body bed that has it's a pretty nice bed. Is it OB26 Martin's body bed? I would say probably not, but it's like not far off. The previous owner put custom shelves in here. These things do lock, there's keys for them, so they're not automatic. You can do the aftermarket if you wanted to, but this is overall just a nice, usable box. Put your tools in here, put your items in here, don't really matter, there's space for it, and you know, it kind of converts this back of this truck from being a state truck or as a huge cabin chassis flatbed to a usable workspace. And over here as well, you have your diesel fuel on the outside to fill up. Yeah, super nice. So I mean, really, nothing really going on with the box. It's just a nice setup. It's not the craziest, it's just nice. Same thing over here. This is your storage. Right now we're storing our wires for the welder in there. There's gear in here. You can see the kind of the usability standards of this thing. It is this is our storage spot and another storage spot. Don't mind our trash and our random gear, but you get the concept. You want to put tools in here, throw them in here and lock it. There's keys for every single door, you can lock it. Also, storage boxes up top too, so I mean, there's a lot of storage for this thing. So coming around the back, there's a completely custom rear bumper. And then obviously to get in the bed of the truck, you need a tailgate, which is actually really cool because a lot of these aftermarket beds, they don't have tailgates for some reason. They're always just open. And this actually has a nice little tailgate. Just pop it open, boom, and now you can hop in the truck. And then obviously you have a good, I don't know, what, 4 feet, Mitch? 1, 2, 3. It's called 4 feet, 4 by 12. 12-foot length of open bed. I think these are 4 feet wide, so you can put a sheet of drywall or plywood in here. It's cool. I mean, the truck is very usable. So now I want to get into the tools that are on the truck and what you can do with the truck. I want to just give you a quick little overview of it and what it is, and now we can talk about what it comes with to make you a lot of money. So this is the cool part. So this truck has been kind of outfitted for a very particular thing, and that would be welding. Now there's many other use cases. You don't just have to be a welding setup to have this welder on here. This truck just accommodates a welder really well. This is actually a mobile welder unit. It's a Bobcat 225 Miller that's been custom painted white, so it's kind of bougie. It is a gasoline welder that you can accommodate wire, stick, MIG, pretty much all of them. And it is a 10,500 watt generator, which is sweet. It can go up to 225 amps for the welding, and then it has 10,500 watts for power. So you can run your, you can turn this on as a generator, not have to weld, yank out your extension cord that's attached to the truck, which I'm gonna get into talking about a little bit, drag this out and go use your power, I don't know, whatever you need to use. It's a freaking utility truck. That's the cool part about it. And then the onboard air really helps out a lot, which is an automatic system as well in conjunction with the welders. This thing's bad in the bone. It's a badass compressor for the road. Same thing, gas as well, fill it up with the gas, auto start, turn it on, drag your reels out, and go work on the job site. You got them on both sides too. Yeah, let's go down. I feel confined up here, even though it's only 12 feet long and 4 feet wide. Before I close this up, I did forget to mention we have a 1500 power watt inverter inside this thing, so you can use it as you wish for whatever you need to use it for. And then also, I forgot to mention when I was up there, that antenna is a cell phone booster, super sick. So if you're out in the oil fields or whatever, turn that thing on with the cigarette lighter, plug it in, and then it will boost your signal of your phone. It's really cool. Also in the back, forgot to mention that we have an 8-inch Wilton vise. If you know anything about building, like crafting things, iron, you know, using stuff, you're using vices a lot, Wilton's like one of the better names. I did forget a big piece, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. I got excited about the bed, and I skipped it right over. This thing is single wheel converted. It's not a dually anymore. That's the whole DBL kit coming in. So in the rears, if you went underneath the truck, you could see there is usually a second tire right here as a dually, and the DBL conversion kit just converts it to a single wheel. Therefore, what does that do for you? Well, it does limit your towing a little bit. You can't tow as heavy, you can't work the vehicle as much, but now you could take the truck, it's a 4-wheel drive truck, and you can go and get across the land a little bit better, and it makes the truck a little bit more off-roady, is a better way of putting that. And now it's a more usable vehicle for utility things. If you had to go like an oil field and it's super muddy, the odds that you get stuck in a dually are way higher than you are a single wheel off-road setup. So that's the whole point of DBL. One, it's really cool. That's the truth. That's the most, let's be real, that's the biggest thing about this is having a single wheel truck on a big commercial vehicle or a 450 is cool. And then 2, it's the usability of being overlandish, you know, going around spots and where you're not supposed to, basically. So helps out that. Yeah, now I want to talk about the accessories a little bit more. Like I was saying, this is an MITM compressor, 30-gallon compressor. Like I said, you bring your key over here. I'm not gonna turn it on now because I don't feel like dealing with it, but turn it on over here. Click that start button, boom, hit the button, auto start, fires right up. You have onboard air, and there you go. Whatever you're gonna do, you have it on both sides. You have 50 feet going this way and 50 feet going that way. Oh, also, big storage boxes up here. Like I said, Northern Tool Company, nothing crazy, but there's nice boxes using space very well. And then you have this little rain shield that I didn't talk about, but it goes underneath this. So when you're opening stuff up, you don't get rain stuck in here. It blocks all the moisture, and well, doesn't block it, but it limits the water getting stuck in the boxes. So that's nice. You can kind of see how that works. The little shield pops over, throws the rain off of it. Nice touch CM. Very nice thought, because how many times have you opened your toolboxes up in your truck and you open it just full of shit? Me? That happened a lot. But that's also older trucks, and they're not nice beds like this bed. 2 light bars in the rear for working whatever you need to do. You just flick them on, boop, light, obviously, so you can work at night. And then over here on the outside, you can see the miller. It is a 2-year-old miller. Came with the truck. And you can see from down here, actually, well, you know what? I forgot we did this. Mitch, we gave over a demo. Plug the demo, please. Okay, so I told you guys I was gonna give you a live demo of the welder itself. Here it is. It's obviously a miller. It is paint match like we talked about, and I'm just gonna show you how it works. So really, really simple. You have your electrode, your positive, and your work, your ground, your negative. These are quick disconnects. We actually built in. So we redid it when we bought the truck. We spliced everything together. We got quick disconnects and quick connects. So you basically plug it in to the truck, twist it. It's locked in. Make sure that one's locked in. Go over, obviously. This is already hooked up. I was welding earlier. So for a few ads. So just trying to double task here, guys. This is how we work around here. Anyways, it's already pre-set up though. So obviously the ground and your power, sitting over there. I'm gonna show you how to turn the welder on. Very simple. It's actually, like, I figured it'd be a little more a process to get these things rolling. It's super easy. You literally hop up on the truck. You have all of your styles of welding. So you have your wire welding, your stick welding, your TIG, your AC welds. You can flip them around, do that. Obviously right now we're stick welding, so flip to the stick, it's on there. 50 to 100 amps, 75 to 150, 85 to 225. I'm gonna run 50 to 100 because I played with it earlier and I was running it too hot. So some of the welds are not the best because of that, but nonetheless, here it is. And then your voltage meter right here. Move your voltage around, and that's super easy. This thing has obviously a nice little auto start. Pull your choke out and turn and run and start it. And there it is. It's running, it's ready to go. So power is running through it. So here we are, now we start welding. And I by no means am a welder. I've welded in the past because I had to. I had to weld to fix our equipment, and I had to mess around and make it last longer, which is what I'm doing right now. Is what I used to do back in the day. Literally welding streaks or lines on the front of the bucket so it wears the weld out instead of the bucket itself. Put your mask on, obviously. Heater ready to go. Put your gloves on so you don't burn your hand, or you don't have to wear gloves. It doesn't really matter. I mean, you should. You don't have to. You're not, if you got man hands, you don't have to. I don't have man hands anymore. I don't know if there's a proper way of holding these, but I hold it this way. Stick your electrode in there. It's grounded correctly. It's grounded over here. Come over here and start welding. Ah. by no means a career welder. I have learned by myself, and I can, not saying it's the prettiest, I can weld stuff where it's usable again, and you know, you can do the same thing. You know, you guys already saw this in the video, but it works really well when you're working on stuff to blow dirt off it. You can see that's not really sticking that well on the bucket because it's super dirty and there's grease and rust all over it, and it ain't grinding on any of it off. So you need your power and your air to make it the best clean possible job. Saying that, boys, there's a demo. Back to the YouTube video. Okay, so you guys just saw that. That's pretty cool. One, like I said, you can roast me in the comments if you want. I'm not a welder. That was for demo purposes only. And yeah, I'm not even gonna argue that. My welding sucks. So I've welded in like 6 years, so whatever. But you can see it's really, really simple. You have your frickin' electrode, you have your ground, you plug it in, you grab the wire that we're gonna provide to you, you drag it to where you want, and you go and weld. Super cool. You can make a lot of money doing it. Service calls are crazy. Learn the trade, who cares? Also, you have 120 volt, you wanna plug in a grinder, it is a generator, it's not just a welder, so you can generate power to plug in your grinder. Cool. What's really cool is you got 240 in here. So everyone can understand this. Think about how crazy and how creative you can get, okay? If you wanted to, you could drag a trailer around with this thing full of washers and plug them into your generator and wash clothes on the outside because it has 240. I know it's really random to say, but I'm trying to show you guys the creativity a little bit. This generator has 240 on it. You can plug in another welder to it and start welding off the generator, like twice. It's stupid to do, but if you don't have any experience with this type of welder, don't let it deter you to not getting interested with the truck. It's just one piece of it. This is still a 5500. If you want to rip this bed off of it and make it a, I don't know, a dumpster roll body, it could do that. It's 12 feet or 13 foot beds. You could put a dump body in this thing if you really want to. I mean, you can do whatever you want with this. It's a 5500. It's a very capable truck. This just happens to have a welder and a compressor on it and some boxes. If you took the welder and compressor off, it's still just a huge truck to drive around that can tow a shit ton. Like, it's a huge truck. So I'm not trying to get too tangenty, but it's really cool that this has 240 and 120 and can weld and onboard air and all the storage in the world to do more and more and more work. So the whole point of this is to do work. Oh, and as well over here, this is connected to for convenience, so you don't have to just use your plugs in the front of your welder. Let's say you have 3 guys working with you and one is grinding over there, one is grinding over there, and you need to plug in, I don't know, a heat gun over here for whatever reason because you're doing some electrical work. You can do that as well. Very useful. So, I mean, you could have a crew of 3 or 4 people working off one truck. It's really cool. And that, which is crazy to me, that little generator can produce all that power. So, it's pretty cool. Saying that, this is a little bit different than we've done in the past. Obviously, we've given away one truck by itself. And actually, you know, you'll have to wait a couple weeks to figure out something, but kind of cool. But we've done one truck by itself once. That's it. This is the second time ever doing it, and this is completely different because it's a truck with a welding setup on the back of it and a whole utility box and 20 grand cash. It's pretty freaking sick. But I'm not trying to explain myself. Just want to let you guys know this is the current giveaway, and it is bad to the bone. You have asked for a welding setup. You've asked for it for years. Here it is. It's a little bit different than we thought, but here it is. This thing's massive and it's really capable. So, you know, you want to be your own boss. You want to weld some stuff, you want to go oil rigs, now is your chance. Swipe up, get entered, go to ownbossmyco.com and pick up any merch on the website. There should be some welding stuff on the website right now as we speak, some gloves, some other accessories. You get any merchandise, you can enter to win it, you change your life. That easy. Let me know what you guys think of the truck, the setup. What would you do differently? What you hate about it, what you like about it? I want to know about it. I want to know your opinions. I value your opinions, so does everyone else. And I can't wait for one of you guys to win OB28. It's freaking sick, dude. Look at this thing, it's massive. Check it out.